Ciao and welcome. This is FC Talk, the Francesco Coppola, your host, podcast about my vision about photography and nude art photography, what happens to me, my vision on photography. This is the October episode and it is crucial, it's very important because in this episode I will talk about the consultancy I received from the art coach and its consequences, the changes that I'm doing, I've already started to do, and that will be again more in the future, and what in the end what comes next. So, that said, we can start with the very first plot of this episode. The consultation with my art coach. So, several weeks passed since this event, and now I can make an efficient resume of what she said. The main points are three. One is that I have full potential to succeed in selling my artwork. Obviously, not all. The first problem that she saw on my website is that I present various types of photography, and it is true because I've shown there model sharing shoots that where the models are in lingerie. I made experimentations for my techniques, sometimes in times very revealing of the body of the model. But in all of this, she saw in my more abstract photos, like painting, the intentional camera movement, the freelancing images of interest. And considering that she is a collector herself of photography too, she told me that she could see herself buying some of these images at the right price and with the right description. That leads to the second problem, the second and the third. The price. The price is simple, is straightforward. I started with too high prices, but that is simple. Now that I know, and starting when I will restart my campaigns, surely I know where to start now. The other problem that requires more effort, more enduring effort, is to change communication. Because of my years in studying and practicing photography, for fashion photography, I'm more used in describe my images technically, like if I'm talking to another photographer, while art collectors very rarely have a technical photography knowledge. They don't want to read or hear technical details. They want to know the meaning and what emotion drove me to make those images. And that is the effort that I have to make in the future for the months ahead. And that will require to me at least 3 months of work in explaining my motivations and my emotions, before I start a new sale campaign. Another thing that she said that yes, it's something that could be done, it could be useful for my art career, is to restart next year from a profile on Saatchi-Art. Saatchi-Art, that if you don't know, is a web gallery that acts and performs like the offline traditional galleries. Correcting prices, communications, and focusing my production. It is possible now. It will be possible, not now. In the future, it will be possible to sell images and start back from there. This brings me to the second plot of this episode, that is the modifications, the changes that I'm doing, and that is very important. Because if you have followed this podcast and visited my website from some time, maybe now you can, if you go now on fcphotography.com, you see that there is some different. A lot has changed because I have a new homepage, I have a new about page that are shaped and work differently than before. They are more complex, let's say. They include many things. I invite you to go there and visit and see all the things that there are there. Plus, there is a new contact page with my old new professional mail address that is info@fcphotography.com. From the recording and the publication of this very podcast episode, another change that you will see, it will be that there will be no more a dedicated web page for this podcast. Instead, you will find every time a new podcast episode on the main homepage. There I will find, I put there a box with all the indication and the capability to hear from there. But you will find all the episodes on my YouTube channel, Francesco Coppola, on YouTube. These changes that I made have a reasoning behind. That's because obviously I start now thinking on how my business will work. And my website will work in tandem, it will be a complement of my profile on the future Saatchi-Art profile. That's because art collectors rarely they buy by instinct. More often they will see images that they like on Saatchi-Art. Then they will need to check my website because they have to see how long I'm working in this field. have the perception on how serious I am and that I'm not one of the too many beginner artists that quit abruptly without giving a notice. So that my images will have a future value, and after this they will have to know exactly what my art coach said. They want to know what these images mean, what they represent. They will need to know if my motivation, if that emotions resonate with them. That said, another big change that even this I think that you can notice if you follow my website is that my blog must change. It have to change for the type of images that add the content in general they put on there. As I said, I have to focus, but my focus is on art and nude photography. Even if I will be on to more abstract type of artistic nude images, not all my abstract images are free from, on one side, the censorship of website of social networks. On other side, on the chance that someone could be inspired with a bad and criminal inspiration to steal them, violating my copyright, and use them to share them on those web forums that share stealth images of models or wives, girlfriends that are a great zone. They are illegal, but nonetheless that they are a reality. It's very difficult to go after legally after them. And finally, my type of art business works specifically with a scarcity model. If my images online go viral, the art collectors risk to not feeling the need to pay for my images. That will be a damage to my business. So I prefer avoid the temptation. So now, what I will publish on my blog from now on? Obviously, I have my international magazines that now and then publish me. Every new selection, every new publication will be noticed on my blog. After that, according to the need of express my view of my more emotional and meaningful communication of my brand, I think that I will start as soon as possible to produce some article about the history of nude art photography, for instance. Some article about the social theme about feminine beauty and feminine role in the society. My intention, as I'm repeating too much with this, okay, sorry, but so, and moving on, what will be in the future, what expect me. So, last week I had the confirmation that I've been selected to the next issue of Style Cruise France magazine. That it is the third time that they publish me, and this will be the eighth international publication that at the moment I'm recording this vocal I have received. They are 8. I produced a plan for the publications for this autumn for the end of this year, and I'm looking forward to December with all the work that I will have to do in the meantime, obviously, to obtain as many good and carefully selected publication from magazines that don't ask money to select people's artwork and then don't ask money to publish their images on their cover, because I have my strict policy that I refuse to pay for be selected in any situation. It will be of no artistic nor authorial value, a publication that I'm there because I have paid. This said, if everything goes well and nothing says, least of all myself, that it will be so, but if by chance, by only the fact that I plan to partake in more selections, if I succeed in all those publications, I will arrive at the end of this year with 12 international publications, those Nudus 2025 exhibition, and possibly, maybe even a place in the New York Seduction calendar. This is of some importance, not crucial obviously, but naturally, returning to what I've said before, the art collectors need to know if the artwork that they have liked comes from an author that is serious, that has some recognizing momentum, that even to evaluate the value of the images that they are buying. Because obviously one thing, one prize is for some work that is fresh, new, and has never been exposed or selected. A different one is for those that will be instead have a career, how do you say, that have been already published in some big, important, serious publication. I think in my superficial knowledge, maybe, at least relative to the publishing world, I think that Style Cruise magazine, Unattired magazine, Socks and Pizza magazine, other magazines like that, or that own Caviar, they don't ask money to publish people, so they are big, established and serious, so being able to be featured there is of value, and they will give value to my artwork. This said, I have plans, I have booked one new model shoot of Art Nude in December. I will book another one, always in December. At this moment that my earnings from photography are very low, I need to pace my production, but at least now I don't have to cover to fill weeks of image sharing on my blog. Who cares about Instagram? So I think that For this new model business, this new structure of my model business, it should be fine. Obviously, I hope that more and more people will see the value in subscribing to my Patreon tier lists. I hope, obviously, and can be done even now, but from February or March, when I will restart selling from Saatchi Art, I expect to sell from there. Arriving money, I can shoot more often. I can shoot maybe if my inspiration requires not only one single model at the time. I can do something more complicated. Something more complicated can be done if I can pay for an assistant photographer, for an instance. If Patreon works and even my photography works, I can pay for some film gear, and then going towards even the mixed media artwork. That there is a whole new level of different looks that I can achieve if my work is appreciated, and I can have resources from, as I said, from Patreon and Saatchi Art to invest in my artwork, and I'm looking forward it. But from now on, this podcast episode goes towards its end. I make the last modifications to my website. From now, the only thing that will be different will be, as I said, the blog production. After this, next year, near the restarting of my art selling campaigns, there will be the final transformation on my website, and at that point, when I will restart, everything will be all completed. I think and I hope that it will be well connected and working efficiently. But that's all for now. We'll catch up next month. Shine on, per aspera ad astra.